Hey, what's up guys, Ultimate Gamer here, and today on the review table we have the X-Men movie Rogue. And this is from Toy Biz, who I believe is no longer in business anymore, sadly. So, this is part of the 2000 first X-Men movie. Marvel, it says down there. On the back here, we can see all the other figures from Series 1, I believe. Yes, Series 1. And we can see what Rogue's little ability is. So she comes with a scarf and a cloak. Right here, if we go closer, you can pause that there and read her bio. That's pretty long for me to read, and I can't read small words. So Rogue comes with cloth cloak and scarf. Dress up Rogue as shown. So you could have her in her outfit from the movie when she first beats Wolverine. This movie was really good, honestly. So here on the top corner, if I can back this up here, it says ages 5 and up. Anna Paquin, I butchered that last name, as Rogue, trademarked it there, as you can see. So on the top, it comes with a big red X, which can apparently be used as a display stand for the figures, which is very nice. So let's get this figure out of the packaging, look at her articulation, detail, accessories, and then I'll give you my overall rating and my recommendation. So here we have Rogue out of her packaging with her scarf on and her coat, or cloak. But you can't really see the scarf since the cloak is so big and it's covering her. So overall, this figure, I really like it. I was messing around a little bit with the articulation. I did have to use a hair dryer to loosen the joints on the legs because they were really stiff. So I need to do that for the articulation section later on in this video. So this figure is really nice. Now, one thing I do like about this figure is that her cloak is cloth. I really like it when figures come with cloth shirts or jackets and stuff like that. I don't really like the plastic jackets that most figures nowadays get, because it's more of a pain to put on and take off. But with these, you can easily fold it up if you wanted to and all that. So, really like the cloth on these cloaks. So her hoodie, you can put her hoodie on, like when she first meets Wolverine. You can see her sleeves here. Some really nice detailing on the inside, not much, but they also did add a little bit of detailing here on the buttons on her cloak, which is really good. Her hair, it's not a problem. It almost sounded like it was, but it's rubber, which is really nice because then you can easily take the scarf off. And it's also cloth. It's a nice long piece of cloth here. You can always roll this up as well and put that there. So her leg swivel articulation is pretty weird. I'll get into that later, but the detailing on her, she's got this, I guess you can say, kind of short sleeve, I guess, jacket or something. She has her gloves on as well. She cannot hold anything in her hands. Her hands are in a closed position here. I can move a light closer here so you can see. Turn my other light as well. Lower it as well. Alright. So her hands are closed, so she can't hold anything with this figure. You can see, I like how they added this, the white on her hair. Because if you guys remember, well, if you've seen the original X-Men series, and not just the I guess kind of reboots or prequels-ish kind of, then you'll know that she has this little, she has some white in her hair. I honestly forgot why. I think she gets it in X-Men 2. I don't know if she has it in X-Men 1. I think she gets it in X-Men 1. I can't quite remember. Even though I did recently see X-Men 1. So, she's got like this kind of buttoned up shirt that you can put over. It's not removable, obviously. She has I believe that's a tank top under. She has some jeans with buttons on the side. I like how they detailed the back. Most figures nowadays don't detail the back of the figure at all. Hasbro. Her hair also has really nice detailing. You can't really tell on the camera, but in real life, it looks really good. She's got more buttons going down the side of her pants. Her shoes, decent details, more of a solid black, if anything. So, still really good though. Not a bad figure. So, getting into articulation now. Her head does rotate 360 degrees, and you can adjust that with the rubber hair. Her arms can go out this far. She has no elbow joints, sadly, but she does have a bicep swivel that rotates 360 degrees. She does not have any wrist articulation. She has a waist swivel that can rotate like that, 360. Her leg, which was this one that was which was stiff the most, swivels 360 degrees. Same with this one. This one was easier to do with the hairdryer. She does have a knee joint at least, so you could get her to kneel. And for ankle articulation, she has a swivel here. It could go down a little bit, up. Let me show you here. Down. Okay, down, up. You can see a swivel there. Rotates 360 degrees. Both sides. It does the same. You can see the swivel. Also, she has a pivot here at the ankle as well, so that's really nice. So you can get her in different poses, even though she doesn't have any elbow articulation, but that's really not a problem. You still could get her easily to stand now because my table does have like a cushion tabletop. The figures can't stand there, so I have to use the display stand that comes with the arm, which also holds the figures up, which I used for Erin in the last Walking Dead review I recently did. But I'm gonna put her on the stand so she can stand. Show you guys how easily she stands. She does fall over kind of easily if you shake whatever she's on, like in an aggressive way. Overall, this figure is really good since it doesn't have too much articulation, not much to say. Also, I just realized that she's got some detailing of what looks like plants here on the back of her button-up shirt. Same here on the side as well. So, really nice detailing again. Really like this figure, actually. Glad I have a figure from the original X-Men. And it's not the only one, too. You'll see tomorrow and the rest of the week that follows. Or maybe next weekend I'll continue reviewing the X-Men line. But tomorrow, definitely review. Even though it's Easter, I will pull up a review for Cyclops. The civilian Cyclops. Also, this is not Rogue in her X-Men suit. I do have that one ready for review. I haven't recorded the review, but it's ready to review. This is her from the beginning of the movie and up until when she meets Wolverine, and they go to the Professor X's school. So this is the outfit that she's in throughout that whole time. Again, the scarf is really easy to wrap around her. All you have to do is put it under her hair. That way it holds it. In place. You don't have to put it under her hair, but I recommend it if you want to keep this in place. If you find this figure, at least, because this and all the other original X-Men figures are harder to find now. So yeah, her scarf there. You could position it to probably like wrap around one of her hands if you wanted to, or something, or make it look like she's holding it in her hand. That. So yeah, you could pose this in different positions as well. Again, this coat is pretty easy to put on. That, and then you just swivel her arms forward. That's how I put on the coat, at least. It's the easy way. That button is moving around a lot. So then you could put the hoodie over as well if you want her if you want to have her on like a display or something, but she's like hiding from everyone. You could put the hoodie over her. Reminds me of Darth Sidious from Star Wars. Like that. And again, she does stand very nice. So, well, again, the one problem I have is no elbow articulation. Would have really liked that. I don't mind the hands or the no wrist articulation. It's not really important to me, honestly. But this figure is really great overall, anyways, without the articulation in the elbows. So, you could also put this hood down, by the way, in case you were wondering. Again, really nice detailing even on the cloak here, on the sleeves as well. So, really nice figure. If you do find this figure online, which is probably the only place you'll find this figure, for maybe below $45 or below would probably be a good price for this figure. Now I know you're thinking, this figure costs too much, but it is from the year 2000, and it is from Toy Biz, so yeah, it kind of makes sense. I mean, it came out literally 17 years ago, so I would understand why it costs so much nowadays. So overall, I do recommend this figure if, again, you could find it for a good price. I keep hitting my camera. If you could find it for a good price, I do recommend it. I really like this figure. I can't wait to pose her in my display, along with all the others. Well, not the ones that I have yet to review, but I mean all the other X-Men toys that I've got, that I've had already. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, remember to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. I will see you all next time. Peace.